Hi there, everyone. How's it going? Well, great.
Hi, I'm Patrick and I'm online.
This election season, I've noticed that a lot of people have become more politically involved than I've seen before, especially young people, which is great to see. As I was sitting here today thinking, what am I gonna shoot for my video? I log on Facebook, and the first headline I see just blew my mind. The headline read a Donald Trump quote. It said as follows, It's like I could go... I'm sorry. It's like I could go down to Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose voters. When I heard that, it just further was that moment of, oh my God, he said another crazy thing. Which reminded me that I had seen the other day a trend that was happening of people saying anyone but Trump. Essentially, people are saying, as long as it's not Donald Trump, we're fine. Now, Donald Trump says some insane things. I mean, from the fact that he said that he could shoot somebody, or that he said, if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. I mean, you know, as you do. I mean, as you say that, because that's a rational thing to say. The only reason I think that that could be a little off is that Donald Trump isn't the only one who has said some crazy things during this current campaign trail. For instance, you could look at Ben Carson as an example. If you don't know who Ben Carson is, he's a former neurosurgeon. Neurosurgeons have to put their patients under anesthesia, and when he speaks, it sounds like he's under anesthesia. Great. Now, Ben Carson has said some interesting things on the campaign trail. For instance, he said, Obamacare is the worst thing to happen to America since slavery. I mean, he also said homosexuality is a choice because people go into prison straight and they come out gay. Sounds like someone's been watching the movie Oz. My favorite quote of his, though, I think, during this campaign trail is that he said, my personal theory is that Joseph built the pyramids to store grain. So, vote now. You also have someone like Ted Cruz, for instance, who's second in the polls behind Trump in the Republican Party. Ted Cruz is an interesting character because he was born in Canada. There are a lot of constitutional scholars that are debating over that. What does natural-born citizen mean? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I think he can run for president. I don't really care. But regardless, I think he has some pretty crazy ideas. Some of the crazy things he said on the campaign trail is, he said gay marriage leads to Christianity becoming hate speech. So that's an interesting take on what gay marriage does. I mean, maybe it just means that two people who are in love get to get married, or maybe it means that there's actually a secret plan to take down the Christians. I don't know. At one point when he was speaking with a crowd, he then ended his phrase with, the whole world is on fire. A little girl who was sitting in the front row of that crowd just speaks up and goes, the world is on fire? He turns to that little girl and he goes, yes, your world is on fire! You know, you're supposed to be on the campaign trail, shaking hands, kissing babies, terrifying small children. Although Donald Trump is like the car crash you can't look away from, the hot ball of gas that somehow grew a mouth, the clump of hair that has a body, he is not the only one that has said some kind of ridiculous things. Now, this video shows my bias completely, but that's just the point. Go out and do the research for yourselves. So instead of saying anyone but Trump, figure out who you're actually supporting versus just who you're against. So anyway, please give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, indigestion.